So obviously yesterday, the Extinction DLC was announced that it is coming to Ark Survival Evolved November the 6th. Now I'm personally really excited for this, and I know there's been mixed reviews on this, some people saying that, you play Ark Survival Evolved because it's a dinosaur game, not because it's a futuristic game, but I personally really like the change and feel like it's something different than we've never seen before, and that's why I'm really excited to try this out. Now today, I'm going to be going through some exclusive information that Wildcard did give to PC Gamer that, they didn't really explain to us as a community, so some really interesting information that some of you guys may have seen or you may not have seen, and there's something, as you'll be able to tell by the title, is what you're going to want to know about because it's the biggest ever boss we're going to be seeing in Ark Survival Evolved. Now, as always, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, because it really does mean a lot to me, and I'm so excited to bring you guys all the news on this Extinction DLC. So getting straight into this, as you guys can see, Ark Extinction brings pocket dinosaurs, rideable gas bags, and massive titans to the earth. Studio Wildcard told us about the third expansion for Ark coming this November, and it sounds more wilder than anything we have seen yet. So following a countdown on Ark Survival Evolved's Twitch channel, the teaser trailer for Ark Extinction was revealed. Extinction, as many players suspected, takes place on Earth, but it's not any kind of Earth we recognise. With a mix of dinosaurs and sci-fi technology, is this the past of Earth or is it the future? That's one of the mysteries players will get a chance to unravel this November the 6th as Ark Survival Evolved's third DLC arrives. The trailer above shows some new creatures and tools coming to Extinction, as well as a titan, a massive monster that, despite its enormous size, is being referred by Studio Wildcard as a mini-boss. Now that is going to link to what I'm talking about later on into the video, which this being called a mini-boss, you may think is absolutely massive, but isn't anything on what we are going to be seeing as the end boss in the game, which is meant to be absolutely massive. So we're just going to be getting straight into things here. So first let's talk about, a few of the new dinos. So you can see one in the trailer called an enforcer, which is like a synthetic dino that can climb up walls, strafe, and make short jumps via teleportation. Studio Wildcard isn't sure if players will tame or craft enforcers at the moment. They're still working on some sort of finer details of Extinction, which is why it isn't out at the moment. But either way, you'll still be able to ride enforcers when you acquire one, which will allow you to make those Blink-style teleporting jumps around the landscape. Now that is going to be interesting to see how that does play into when Ark Survival Evolved comes to the game, because obviously this is all linking, the one thing I think is how this is going to work in an official server for Ark Survival Evolved when Extinction is revealed, because this is going to be crazy. People on an official server are going to be like riding some things they can teleport on, so let's hope they don't make things too overpowered. I know things can be nerfed, but I feel like sometimes it can be a bad idea for the game if things are way too overpowered, but I'm sure Wildcard have had enough experience on learning about this now. So another new dino isn't shown in the trailer, but you can see its concept art above. Now I'll be showing this in the obviously on the screen right now. It's called gas bags. This may change, and this will serve as a pack mule. You can load it up with resources out in the wild, then inflate it like a balloon and float away on its back, piloting it as it expels into the air that it has sucked in. Bizarre but kind of cute, I think, and it definitely sounds like a useful creature for getting around with heavy load of like materials and things like that in the game. So this is really strange. It does sound weird. I don't know. Like, people are saying they're excited to see it. I personally am as well, obviously, because you're going to be able to fill this like creature with all your like materials and stuff, your wood, whatever, your pickaxe, or I don't know, whatever you're going to use, then blow it up and then float with it and use it as like a flying thing around the map, like a hot air balloon basically. So that is going to be very exciting, and it is very weird as well. So as for that immense titan scene in the trailer, it'll be tameable, and so that is going to be exciting to see how that's going to work. They don't tell us if it's going to be rideable. That would be crazy if it was. But titans won't be freely roaming around the map and smashing your base at will. Players will have to seek them out through dungeon levels before they appear. Sounds a little bit like World of Warcraft or something there that I used to play back in the day. And Studio Wildcard didn't reveal much in the way of it's like how it works or even how many titans there are. Each titan will be a little bit different and require more than just just damage dealing with it to defeat it. So that is exciting to see how that's going to work. So several new items will arrive with Extinction, including drones called Scouts that can be remotely piloted by players, and you'll be able to peer through special binoculars to see through your Scout's camera as you send it out for recon. The trailer, obviously, as you guys will be seeing in the background of this video, shows a few seconds of footage of the perspective of the Scout in the game, and apparently you may even be able to rig your Scout with explosives should you want to send one into an enemy camp on a mission that involves more than just spying. So sort of like a drone that you could send in and as like a portable weapon, I suppose. So there's a tool that is temporarily being called an item balloon, and if you're out of gathering resources, you can load it up and float it back to your base. You know, so let's say you get over encumbered and you can't move and you need all the resources, you can actually like airlift a supply of resources to the location that you want to. And it sounds like a nice option if you haven't managed to tame a gas bag, because other players may be able to shoot your balloon down and help themselves to goods. So it sounds like a bit like a supply drop at the moment. So people should be, you know, meant to be able to take your balloon and shoot it down. So, very interesting. Now, Extinction will introduce a cryo chamber that will allow you to freeze creatures into ice cube form and then carry them around in your pocket. Some sort of pocket monster that you can then deploy as needed. These ice cubes will slowly degrade in your pocket. The ice cubes are still heavy, but make for an easier way to transport dinos than having to lead them through the world, and while frozen, they won't need to be fed. Studio Wildcard suggests that they will make good for any way to trade dinosaurs with other players, as anyone collecting a cube can claim its contents, which also means if another player kills you, they can take your cubes. I think that sounds so awesome in the way of how you can actually make a cryo chamber, freeze your dinos, and obviously, you know, dino trading on Ark, on official servers, is a massive thing, and you're going to be able to shrink them into a cube, and then be able to sell your cube, and you never know, the one risky thing within doing this is someone might want to trade with you, and then they can just steal your cube, because with other dinos on the game, you know, they're actually yours already, and you can trade with them. So if you just want to trade with them the cube, they could end up not giving you something back and trying to kill you, which would be very interesting to see how that works on Ark PvP. So along with these new items and systems, I'm told movement features from the last expansion Aberration will be present, sorry, I couldn't even speak, in Extinction, including the climbing system, gliding and zip lines, so you have plenty of ways of getting around the world, because there's ways of floating and everything like that. Players will also have to contend with untamable corrupt dinosaurs. There are areas of the world where corrupted element appears, seen in the trailer as spiky black spire growing from the ground. And that corruption has spread to some dinos. This corruption has made these infected dinos hyper-aggressive and giving them a hive mind mentality, and even species that normally flee from players will now attack them if they are corrupted. New PvE events will occur in the world where the players can attempt to collect large amounts of element while fending off a wave-based attacks of corrupted dinos. Sounds like some sort of like, I don't know, survival thing, attempting to consume it. Studio Wildcard described it as a tower defense style event with a potential for some like PvP if a competing clan shows up to claim the element for themselves. So there's more to be revealed leading up to Extinction's release, and a very interesting thing that I may not have mentioned to you guys is that this end boss for this is very exciting. If that thing is called a mini boss, that would imply there's a final end boss that's even bigger, right? I spoke with Studio Wildcard about Extinction, and here's obviously what they said. So the end boss is meant to be so much bigger than so this was obviously what I wanted to see, what I mentioned, though there's nothing mini about it, except perhaps in comparison as the unseen yet end boss of the expansion, which is even bigger than the Titans. And to confront Ark's final boss, players will have to obviously best all of the different Titans in Ark Extinction. So a massive a boss at the end that you're going to have to beat all the other Titans and then beat that after you've probably been very damaged. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm very excited to see how it all plays and how it all works within the game. It's going to be so much fun, and I want to thank Wildcard for making an amazing DLC. Now the question is, how will Ark Extinction end? We've still got a very, very long time to wait until we get to play it. I'm personally very excited to play it. And let me know in the comment section down below what you think about it. I know it's meant to be the final one, and that's the upsetting thing, but obviously this is meant to lead on to the sequel of Ark somehow. Players are saying they don't want an Ark Survival Evolved 2. I personally would, just because I feel like it would lift the hype up for a game again, and hopefully Wildcard would bring in some things that you guys, would never have seen before with the new one, Ark Survival Evolved 2. But anyway, that is going to be the end of the video today. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like. Watch out for more Extinction videos coming your way as well, as much as new content, which I will be covering, because there isn't just Extinction to look forward to this year of 2018. But anyway, drop a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you are new to the channel, have those notifications turned on for further videos, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. See you guys later.